Hello and welcome to my channel. My name's Danielle Warren. Today's video is a brief review of D.H. LESCOMBE Winery and Bistro in Alamogordo, New Mexico. I can't wait to tell you a little bit about it. It's kind of a gem that you wouldn't expect to find in kind of small town New Mexico. So I'm really excited to dive into this and show you a little bit about our experience having dinner there. If you love travel, hotel reviews, restaurant reviews, travel vlogs, as well as fun experiences that you can enjoy yourself or with your family, then I would love for you to subscribe to my channel. With that said, let's jump into this restaurant review. Okay, so I actually went onto the internet to make sure that I was pronouncing the restaurant, the winery's name right. I was pronouncing it right, but I was like, I don't want to do this whole video, and then I realized, oh my gosh, I pronounced it right because it looks a little interesting, but it is LESCOMBE, and I looked it up online and it was so fascinating because it kind of shared a little bit about the history. So apparently the rebranding of the company highlights and spotlights the story of a family that produced wine for 6 generations in Europe and the United States. Hervé LESCOMBE arrived in New Mexico nearly 40 years ago and began growing grapes in the desert soil. So I guess that's kind of the backstory of this restaurant. But I'll tell you a little bit about our experience, and then I'll just let you just come along with us because I did a lot of filming while we were at the restaurant. So I tried a bunch of wines and I tried a really cool charcuterie board, and I'll just let you experience the meal with us. Before I do that, I did want to tell you a little bit about just some of the basics and why we really enjoyed our experience so much. I'm a huge ambiance girl, as well as I'm a big flavors girl. I'm a real foodie. I love lots of flavors. I love, I don't want to just like try one thing. I want to try a bunch of things. Wine flights are my favorite because I love getting to try lots of different types of wine. I got the signature nosh and it was fabulous. For the price, the amount of food that you get was wonderful, and the variety, it was really great. And I actually got that as a meal because it was plenty of food for one person for a meal, but you can also get it as an appetizer, which is a great appetizer option. And the ambiance was really great. It was very kind of open and airy. You didn't feel like you were crowded up on people. Like, tables were kind of spread apart. It felt not crowded and cramped. And they also had a little gift shop area where you can buy wines and other things as well. And I believe they have like a wine subscription option as well. Anyway, we had a really great time. So I will prep you, in the video, we had been driving for 10 hours. So we definitely look like we've been driving for 10 hours. We're looking a little ragged, but you know, we're just living our life, and I'm just kind of sharing these experiences with you. So just a heads up, we had been traveling for 10 hours on the road, and this was just a one-night stop before we went to White Sands National Park. If you're headed to White Sands National Park, you're probably gonna stay in Alamogordo, New Mexico, and this is a great place to get a nice dinner, especially if you've been driving for a while and you just want one really good meal, you know, after a long day. One other thing that I will say that I really appreciated as well was the option to taste a few wines before actually choosing my flight or a glass of wine. And I really like when they bring out a couple of glasses for you to try, and there's a difference between that and somebody bringing out wine as you're, you know, like you got a bottle of wine or you got a glass of wine, and they're gonna pour a little bit and stand there and watch you while you try it. Like, that is so awkward to me. I'm like, of course I'm gonna just take it. Like, I'm not gonna have you standing there with the bottle and then be like, no, I don't want this one. Like, I want another one. So I just love when they bring out the tastes and they let you, because it's a little pressure. Like, that's a lot of pressure to me. So I just kind of like being able to try a little taste and like let it, you know, maybe taste it and then taste a little bit more, just to kind of see if I really like it, and nobody's staring there at me like in the face waiting for me to say if I like it or not. So anyway, I appreciated that they would bring out a couple of tastes for me before I picked my wine flight. That was very nice. Appreciate it. All right, so I'll take you along with us for our dinner experience. We brought us fresh, hot bread with some butter. Looks so yummy. It's like very, very hot and fresh. You guys excited? The bread is super yummy. It's a little crunchy on the outside, super soft and like moist on the inside. The butter's flavored really nicely. It's really good. Bo is gonna get the bistro burger, and then I'm gonna do the signature nosh, which is kind of like a charcuterie plate, charcuterie board with all kinds of stuff on it. And then I'm still trying to decide on my wines. She's gonna bring me several samples, which is super sweet, so that I can try some different things before I decide. Brought out my samples. I've already had a sip of each of them. I really like the Brut. It's very like a tart. You can really taste the green apple in this one. I think that's my favorite. This is the Pinot Noir, and then this one is the Chenin Blanc. Yeah, I'm trying to decide. That one's nice and tart as well. I kind of like a little bit of crispness to my wines. All right, so I decided to do the custom flight. You get 4 2-ounce pours for 15. And I am doing the Cabernet, the Heritage, which is, I think they do that in oak barrels. And then I'm doing the Merlot, the Chardonnay, and the Brut. I really liked the Brut, and I love sparkling wine, so that is what I'm gonna do with my flight. Do my cab first. Oh, that's good. The Chardonnay's good. Not as earthy as some Chardonnays, like not as minerally. It says dry citrus, bread, subtle almond, toasted oak. It's a little more smooth and mild of a Chardonnay to me. Their Pinot Grigio is very more smooth and subtle and not as crisp as some Pinot Grigios that I've had. If you wanted to do a Chardonnay and you wanted something that was mild and not too like minerally oaky, that's it. It's a good one. It's not too much. Oh, the Merlot's good. Dry rustic cherry, fruit tannins, herb, and savory peppercorn. I can definitely tell the peppercorn. It's got a little like kick to it or something. I like the Brut. It's dry, it's very citrusy, crisp. Definitely green apple and citrus. These tables are nice and big. Yeah. You could see like 3 people very comfortably at these booths, but you could probably even like seat like 4 people if you needed to. Like they're super spacious. The table's very large, which is really nice. Like it's just nice. You don't feel crowded at all. I can't remember exactly what she said. I know this is like a cheddar. This is candied pecans with a fig jam. This is a truffle. I'm trying to remember. So I know these are like artichokes. This is the cheddar. Yes, Irish cheddar. And then Port Salut. Okay.
And that's our dill Havarti.
Dill Havarti. Okay. And then this was whipped something.
Whipped local lavender honey on top.
Lavender honey and whipped feta. Okay.
Jam. That's our sweet and spicy candy pecans.
Okay.
Our truffle fudge.
Okay, and that truffle has what in it that's spicy? Is it jalapeno? A little jalapeno. That is awesome. Okay, awesome. Thank you so much. This looks so good. Bo is displaying his burger very beautifully. It's full of stuff.
This is what it looks like after one bite has been taken.
Looks so yummy. I won't video you biting into it. I will be kind. How's your macaroni and cheese?
Good.
It's really good? You want to try some of the cheddar cheese with me?
Ooh, cheddar cheese?
You want to try some?
Ooh, yes.
Don't eat it yet. We're all going to try it together.
Yeah, that's like...
Okay, one of these or this? This one? Alright, here we go. Let's try the cheese. Ready? I love cheddar anyway. I like the cheddar cheese. This is seriously like the perfect little meal for me. Like heaven. Seriously. You like it? Mia, did you like the cheese? Oh, she liked it. It's very creamy. The one we're trying is this one right here. Really, really creamy. The crostinis are good. Is it good? Try this one. The other flavors of the cheeses, it's hard for me to tell what it tastes like. It's not really strong though. I almost need to like cleanse my palate. This is like a meal from heaven for me. It's like perfect. Maybe I need to move on to something else and then come back to it.
Green cheese.
I'm gonna do an artichoke.
Ooh, I love those things. Can I try one?
How'd you do?
Good.
I just had a pecan and they're like candied, but they've got spice in them. There's like a, because it's New Mexico, she was like, you gotta have some kind of spicy in New Mexico. And also in the truffle, in the chocolate, there's like jalapeno in it. These have a kick to them. The pecan. Wow.
That one?
You wouldn't like it.
Really?
It makes your mouth burn a little bit. But the fig jam is really good. I bet you guys would like the cheese with the lavender honey. You try that?
New tip.
Oh, you don't want to try
Don't
that?
give those pecans to kids.
No, don't give the pecans to kids. Whipped feta with lavender honey. Ooh, I'm gonna try it on my bread. It's good. The feta flavor is more prominent. I really can't taste much of the honey. Who got the brownie for dessert? Me and the girls are gonna share it. Thank you guys so much again for checking out this video. I hope it was helpful for you. If you're headed to the White Sands area, gonna be in Alamogordo, it's a great little spot. I do recommend that if you are gonna go, hop online and do a reservation, whether you do an online reservation or give them a call and make sure you've got a spot for yourself. All right, thanks so much for checking this out. If this was helpful, I would love it if you would hit that like button. And if you love this kind of content, I would love for you to subscribe below. I'll put any information about the restaurant, whatever I can, in the description below. Thanks again so much. I'll see you guys on the next video. Bye.